Keith Fitzgerald has lived in Bendigo Street, Collingwood for 69 years. In July 2013 he received a letter from the state government's linking Melbourne authority that informed him his home could be acquired to make way for a major new road development. 13 of Keith's neighbours in Bendigo Street and 3 more in nearby Hotham Street received the same letter. But Keith believes the impact of the East-West link resounds even further.
This is a community thing. This is going to impact on businesses, houses, people's lives. It's just, it's incomprehensible what's going to go on here. It's not only an individual thing. I mean, I'm losing my property, but the community in a whole could dissolve. I mean, it's going to affect hundreds. Not only here, Mooney Ponds, all that side, Carlton, Fitzroy, Clifton Hill, or Kensington, North Melbourne.
The new road link will affect the northern end of Collingwood. It is one of the most densely populated areas in inner city Melbourne.
We've got something like 700 houses in this area, from Smith Street to Hoddle, Alexander Parade to Johnson. There's 700 houses and 300 flats.
Stage 1 of the project will involve the excavation of a tunnel beneath Alexander Parade and the construction of an elevated access road to connect the Eastern Freeway and Hoddle Street. The homes on the eastern side of Bendigo Street will be cleared to make way for the flyover. The homes on the western side will stay.
These people here are going to walk out of their front doors straight into a wall. Then it goes around over there, over the other side, and there's a great monolith, and it sits on that block. Then it goes east.
Keith predicts the tunnelling will have destructive long-term effects for the properties that aren't acquired.
They're going down 100 feet. Even the dust from this place, this will be like a mining site for months. Then you've got the collateral damage after.
He says many buildings in the area have experienced ongoing structural problems since the Eastern Freeway opened in 1977.
I can take you around to maybe 30 or 40 properties here that are cracked from.
And
that's from the Eastern Freeway. And this thing here is going to be 10 times worse. I mean, they're going down 100 feet. They're only metres from houses.
Keith led us on a tour of the neighbourhood.
This house here had $11,000 damage to the back of it, which they had to underpin it. This one, Arthur, he spent $50,000 on his house, and then it collapsed completely. It broke this bloke's heart. He moved out. He's gone. Now, this lady here, she spent $11,000 on her house, underpinning. Now there's five flats in here. They had to put in $5,000 to the body corporate to get it fixed. Now there's 25. I think it cost something like 50,000. This one here, 11,000. Did you have any damage done to your house through the freeway?
Oh, shit, yeah. Cracks everywhere.
When we moved in, and for 7 years, our windows wouldn't shut because they were all at an angle. I had to stuff towels and stop the rain from coming in. We could see daylight from our bedroom window, from our bedroom wall outside.
Well, I basically moved in 2003, and then by 2008, because of all the vibrations, doors weren't closing, the level of the floor was, you could throw a marble down and it would just roll.
Keith also showed us the proposed site for the tunnel's entry point near Gold Street on Alexander Parade.
What they'll do, they'll gradiently come down, they'll take all that earth out and then form a face. Then they'll bring their heavy equipment down to them wall faces and start doing.
He believes construction of the tunnel and future use of the road link also threatens the survival of the area's historic buildings. Collingwood's iconic shot tower, built in 1882, stands beside the proposed site.
They're going down 100 feet, six lanes of traffic. That's as wide as Hoddle Street, right? You take Hoddle Street, that's the width of it. They're going down 100 feet, and that thing is only 60 metres away from the main impact zone. 5 to 10 years after this is finished, that will crack, and they'll say, sorry, due to public health and safety reasons, it's got to come down.
Keith is convinced the state government is deliberately withholding information about the link project.
See, what they're doing, they're not coming forward with their impact statements, which they should be doing now. They should be telling the councils what's going on.
He's concerned that many have been unable to consider the extent of the impact and says that ignorance could lead to the demise of the area.
This is communities, the history of communities at stake here. Clifton Hill, Collingwood, all this area, I could see it going.